This should be a stress-free experience. Don't try to remember it and stress yourself out over it. Just enjoy the experience and try to remember how you feel when you do it, because the more you can notice how you feel as you do each move, the faster that feeling can come to you. So I can now take a few breaths and I feel so much more refreshed and energy flowing compared to many years ago when I was learning this. So it will happen. Have patience, be kind to yourself, and enjoy your journey. Feet shoulder width apart. Find your roots. Tap roots, they can be as big or as small as you want to imagine them. They reach down and grab energy from the earth, which moves up through the legs, through the spine, back top of the head up to the sky. Small sit, belly in, shoulders back and down, and the hands are relaxed facing the earth. This is really the neutral position in between moves or at the start and end of moves. Okay, now relax, and we're going to shift our weight from side to side. Just breathe and notice how you're pressing more on one foot than the other, and that leg acts like a spring. If you turn your hips like a swivel stool a little bit sideways and you relax your arms, they will move around your body. Okay, the order that we do these 8 in is not super important except for the last one. The last one needs to be last. Otherwise, let's go for it. So the first one today is going to be our hip circles. Imagine that you're gathering some good chi, placing it on the kidneys, and we're going to pack those batteries. Hands on the hips, make some small, slow circles. I try to grow each circle each time I go through it. 4 one way. And then we're gonna go 4 the other way. Breathe. It should be slow enough that you can get a full breath in each circle. One more. Good. Okay, and we are going to move on to owl gazes backwards. So this is really stretching the neck and the spine. Find your roots, sit, shoulders back and down, and lift tall with an in-breath. And turn your head to the left, only your head. Breathe in and reach taller. Breathe out and turn a little bit more, and this time stretch your eyes. Look up, down, side, side, circle, circle, circle. I do your crazy eyes, lifting in breath, and then bring it back, breathe out. Lifting in breath. Owl gazes to the right. Breathe in, lift tall. Breathe out, turn a little more, and eyes up, down, side, side, make circles, stretch your eyes. One more lifting in breath. Bring it back to the center, breathe out. Relax your shoulders, and we're gonna do it again. Lifting in breath, owl gazes to the left, breathe out. Lifting in breath. Turn a little more, breathe out, stretch your eyes, up, down, side, side, circles. One more in breath. Bring it back, breathe out. One more time, lifting in breath. Owl gazes to the right, breathing out. Lift tall in breath. Turn a little more, stretch your eyes, circles. One more tall in breath. And bring it back. Take a second, notice how you feel. You should really feel that you've stretched the whole spine by doing that. Let's free the feet. Okay, draw the bow. Bring the arms up, little weights on the elbows, and pick a direction that you're gonna go. That hand is going to be the pointer finger and the other hand is going to pull the string. So I lift tall with an in-breath, Draw the bow, looking the direction that you are drawing. Breathe in, draw it a little tighter, and think of tightening your lower abs and your pelvic floor. And then bring it back, breathe out. In breath, nice and tall. We're gonna go the other direction. Get your hands ready. Out breath, draw the bow. In breath, draw it a little tighter. Tighten your lower abs, pelvic floor. Relax, bring it back to the outside. Lifting in breath, sit, draw the bow, breathe out. Breathe in, draw it a little tighter. Look farther or look through your walls and bring it back. Lifting in breath, draw the bow, out breath. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, bring it back. So even though I'm standing in one spot, I'm lifting up and down using the legs, keeping that circulation going. This time we're going to add the step. So I'm going to shift to whatever side is not, whatever foot's not going to step. Reach with the heel, draw the bow. It's about a 50-50 weight shift. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, bring it back. Lift tall, in breath. Sit on the leg that will not be stepping. Reach with the heel. Draw the bow, out breath. Breathe in, reach, draw it tighter. Lower abs, pelvic floor. Bring it back, breathe out. Shift your weight, in breath. Reach, out breath. Tighten, in breath. Bring it back, out breath. Lift. Out breath. Reach. Bring it back. So that was it. I'm going to bring my hands to shoulder level and as if I'm floating over a wave, elbows, wrists, fingertips, and stand up. Notice how you feel, and then feel free to wiggle it out. After each of these exercises, take just a pause, a breath, and notice how you feel. Your mind should be feeling more clear and lighter, and your body should be feeling a little bit more energetic, but relaxed. Okay, next we're going to do empty the vessel, and we are going to the corners. So empty the vessel is to a circular breath, 6 count in, 7 count out. So we're going to be breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So really take your time to think the count when you're learning this so that you don't get dizzy. Okay, lift tall, breathe in. Tuck your chin, roll down. Long out breath. You roll down as far as is comfortable. Halfway is enough to stretch your back. All the way if you have the flexibility and you're not getting dizzy. Take a full circle breath down here. Letting everything go on that out breath. It is called empty the vessel. Bend those knees, rise up slowly, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to take our hands, when it gets by our hips, roll down, press toward the earth, sit, breathe out. It's called roll back, sink with an out breath. Okay, you can keep going forward, or you can follow me and we're going to be going to the corners. So pick a foot, it doesn't matter which one, put all the weight on it. Turn the other foot 45, put more weight on it, 70-30, 60-40. Lift tall, breathe into a 6 count. And then roll down, long out breath. You will be putting most of your weight on that leg as you roll down. Put your hands wherever you need to for balance. It's okay if your legs are both bent. Full circle breath. Empty the vessel. Bend both of your knees, rise up slowly, breathing in, and we're going to shift the weight back to that centered foot so we can bring the other foot back in. Roll back, sink, breathe out. Okay, we're going to do one more to the middle. So tall in breath to a 6 count. Roll down, breathing out to a 7 count. Put your hands wherever is comfortable, full circle breath. Find where you hide things, let it go. Bend those knees, rise up, in breath. And then roll back, sink, long out breath. We're gonna do the other side. If you need a breath in between or a couple of breaths, take that. We're gonna shift to the other foot, turn the other foot to a 45, put more weight on that foot and start over. Take your time to do that long in breath. Then roll it down, out breath. Put your hands wherever is comfortable for your balance. Take a full circle breath down here, gather up some good stuff. Kick out what you don't need. Bend both of your knees and rise up slowly, breathing in. Rotate that foot back to the middle, roll back, sink, long out breath. One more to the middle, lifting in breath, nice and tall. Tuck your chin, roll down out breath, mindful that you're not locking those knees. They're always a little bit bent. When you're down here, do your full circle breath, gathering good energy, finding where you hide stress, tension. Let it go on the out breath. Bend those knees, rise up in breath. And roll back, sink, long out breath. And then take a moment. How do you feel? At this point, I usually feel a little buzzy, lots of oxygen in the body, some chi flow, things are getting stretched, and you might be a little bit lightheaded because physics, you just had your head down. So take the time that you need. Okay, we're gonna be moving on to turning the sky post, lifting in breath. Pretend you're pushing the walls away with an out breath. And then turn the palms up and extend the hands. So if this is uncomfortable for your shoulders or your neck, keep them lower. You can lower them at any time. So the main thing I'm working on stretching here is the things we don't usually stretch. The insides of the hands, the insides of the lower arms. So those are really extended. So I have very live hands, they're open and they're extended. So that's what I'm working on. So when I say reach, I'm reaching out, but I'm also reaching down. Okay, let's do it again. In breath, push the walls, out breath. Set your shoulders, in breath. We're going to go to the left to the 45-degree angle. Breathe out. Breathe in and extend. Breathe out and turn to your comfortable max. Reach. Breathe out and bring it back to the start. And keep your hands up. We'll do the other side. In breath. Turn to your 45 degrees to the right. Out breath. Reaching in breath. Turn more, out breath. Reaching in breath. Bring it back. We're going to turn the hands to shoulder level and float them down. So at this point, you might have noticed that you have knees, and one might not be as happy as the other. So make sure that your knees are always tracking forward. So when I do the turning, I am picking one leg that takes the most weight. And the other one is kind of a pivot foot. And it doesn't really matter which one. And I'm exaggerating, so you're not going to see it much when I turn, but the leg, the one that's going to be stressing the inside knee, I have almost no weight on that. So it can spin if I need to, or you're going to do the reverse. I think the reverse is harder. So think about your knees. In breath, out breath. In breath. To the left, out breath. In breath. Turn to your max, out breath. In breath. Bring it back, out breath. In breath, drawing energy upwards through your roots. Out breath, turn. In breath, drawing energy in. Out breath, turn. In breath. Bring it back, and then bring the hands to the front. Turn, float them down. Take a pause, notice how you feel, and maybe roll out those shoulders a little. Maybe free the feet. Let's do it again. In breath, out breath. In breath, go to the left, out breath. Reaching in breath, turn more out breath. Reaching in breath, bring it back. In breath, go to the right, out breath. In breath, turn more out breath. In breath, bring it back, turn, float it down. Okay, let's splash a little water off the hands. So in Tai Chi and Qigong, an in-breath is going to be gathering. You're bringing in. And I think about how are we going to have room to take all of that in? Well, on your out-breaths, you need to let things go. There are places in your body where you hold things. Find that, set it free. Or imagine that the air just filters through your body, takes with it what's not helping you. One more time. To the left, breathe out. Breathe in, extend. Turn more, breathe out. Breathe in, reach. Bring it back. In breath. Turn more, out breath. In breath. Turn more, out breath. In breath. Bring it back. If you're just starting this Qigong, you may want to just begin with 2 of those, maybe 3. I don't want it to climb up into your shoulders and your neck. Okay, let's do some Tai Chi punching, some Qigong punching. So put your hands out, bring the fingers in, and we're going to put the thumbs over the first 2. They're at your sides and they start upside down. They're going to stay upside down until the last few inches where they turn, and then open your hand, grab, bring it back. Punch, open the hand, grab, bring it back. Let's do another practice. Turn at the end. So notice how my shoulders are staying square. I'm not letting them come forward. The shoulders stay nice and square, and there's a slight bend to my arm, so I'm not snapping my elbows straight. Okay, we're gonna do this with a step. I like to take a very big step. You do not need to take a big step. You can take a small step, and you can step any direction that you want, right or left. You choose. Ready? Go. Punch. Grab. Bring it in. Punch. Grab. Bring it in. If you can see outside, you look farther and farther. Pick something new to look at each time. If you're indoors, turn towards a window. Look outside, expand your world. One more each side. I could do these all day. These are great. They really get you out of your thought pattern. They also stretch your eyes. Okay, the next one is called Heaven and Earth. It's the only one that I sort of consider like this kind of brain teaser. But once you get it, it feels great. So practice, find your roots, and then imagine energy coming up. Sit a little bit, shoulders are back and down, and hold a ball of chi and just play with it. Grow it and shrink it, or a ball of taffy. Grow it and shrink it, never loses its mass. Okay, I'm going to bring that bottom hand all the way up, and it can go on either side of my other hand. It doesn't matter. Bring that hand up. When it gets uncomfortable, turn it over. So now this one faces the sky and this one will face the earth. You're going to turn your head with the lower hand to the side. Breathe out. Breathe in and do a side stretch, tightening your lower abs and your pelvic floor. And then breathe out, turn both palms so you're squashing a huge ball. Then you're going to let them pass. The bottom hand will now need to turn over. This faces the earth, this faces the sky. Turn with your head, breathe out. Breathe in, stretch. Turn both palms to squash the huge ball, breathe out. When they pass, breathe in, turn the top hand. Breathe out, turn the hand and your head. Breathe in, side stretch. Breathe out, bring it back down the center. Breathe in, turn, breathe out. Breathe in, tighten. Breathe out, bring it back. Okay, this time we're going to add a step. So as I lift the arm that is high, I'm going to put all the weight on that same side leg. Lead with the heel and shift your weight as you move your hand. Breathe in, stretch. Bring it back. Shift all the weight now to the other leg. Reach with the heel. Shift the weight as you breathe out. Breathe in, reach. Bring it back. Push down with that top shoulder. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. This is my last one. In breath. So when I come back to the center, when I get this to beach ball size, I'm going to turn both hands to the top. We're about 10 and 2, and then float down. Notice how you feel. Okay, we have the last one, which should always stay the last one. It's the whole body stretch. Lifting in breath. Okay, if your back is comfortable with it, we're gonna simply hinge forward. So keeping that extension all the way down. If your back is like, oh, we don't want to do that, then after you reach nice and tall, head, extend your spine, drop the arms, and just curl all the way down. Okay, and you never have to go all the way down, right? Listen to your body. Lifting in breath, bring it down, out breath. And when you're down there, you're going to breathe normally and pat the back of your legs as many times as you want. My legs are never locked, always slightly bent. And then we're going to hang there. And if your hands can touch, think of putting your palms up, facing you. Wiggle if you want to. Breathe, stretch. And then we're going to breathe out. So we can breathe in as we rise up, and we're going to pull earth energy up through the arches of the feet, insides of the lower legs, around the knees, around the back, to the kidneys. Bend your knees, lean back, and breathe out. It's like you're pouring out the top of your head. So I'm trying to think about extending my spine rather than crunching my spine. To think about extending my spine, I need to use my glutes, I need to use my back muscles, I need to use my abs. So engage all that to keep your spine nice and long and just tip backwards. Let's do it again. Lifting in breath. Bring it down, out breath. Mind those knees, they should be slightly bent. Normal breathing. Hang there, breathe. When you're ready, let it go. Rise up with the in-breath, pulling up the earth chi, arches of the feet, lower legs, around the knees, around the thighs, to the kidneys. Bend your knees, lean back, breathe out. I'm also stretching the front of my body by imagining that I'm trying to get those elbows to touch. They never will touch, but I think about it. Lifting in breath. Bring it down, out breath. Normal breathing. Hang there, keep breathing. When you're ready to rise up, make an out breath so you can rise up on the in breath, pulling up that good energy to the batteries. Lean back, breathe out. Okay, we have one more. In breath. Big stretch all the way down, out breath. Normal breathing. Hang there, gather, breathe, stretch, and then let it all go. Rise up, in breath. Chi into the batteries, lean back, breathe out. And then notice how you feel. So that was one set of Qigong called the Precious 8, and this one really wakes up the whole body, stretches the whole body. You did hip circles and owl gazes backwards, stretching the neck and the spine. Draw the bow. Empty the vessel all the way down, all the way back up, roll back, sink. We did turning the sky post, and then we did punching. We did heaven and earth, and we did the whole body stretch.